There we go. Now the music shut off. Hello, everybody. Yes, we're going to be playing some more Skyrim today. We're starting early because I'm going to be doing Path of Exile because the new league launched, so that'll be later today. And then in the evening, I'll decide whether or not I'll go to sleep or play Vermintide 2 or Warframe or something. Haven't decided yet. Alright. Let's hippity hop on into the game now. So, we are currently in the barrow, the burial ground, the secret burial ground of Lord Wulfharth. That is the ancient Atmoran king who came to Skyrim and then, lived several lifetimes. Defeated the ghost of Alduin. He did a bunch of crazy shit. So, what's going to be happening is we're going to be going deeper into, well, this area here. This is Dragon's Fall. And, yeah, we located Ysmir's tomb, so we did all that. And now we're going to begin. Now, Rumarin here, our bodyguard, he's using Umarel the Unfeathered's armor. So he's pretty badass. You're asking about Jiglag. No, we already killed Jiglag. We already killed Molag Bal. Molag Bal respawned. We killed him a different way. And, yeah, I gotta say that Molag Bal refuses to die. That's just his character trait. Now, we also have the ability to summon Umarel the Unfeathered whenever we want. Or a fragment of him, whatever was left in Cold Harbor, along with Auroran Battle Lords. So we pretty much switched up our Daedra strategy from dark, edgy Dremora into bright, brilliant Ayleid warriors, or Meridian warriors, I should say. Of course, she was already using Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is a pretty effective weapon, as you can see. It's bolted onto her skin, I guess? That's really weird. Either way, this is Elena. She's a high elf wench.
We heading out?
And we went ahead and recruited her into our group. So that's
until next time.
Pretty much that. Now, we're going to be traveling on into this crypt. I did change things up a little bit. I went ahead and fully leveled bound weapons. So for those of you who weren't here, I originally only had the Daedra tree in Conjuration. My Conjuration is 150, so I can do some pretty outworldly shit. But then we went ahead and we went up this side, where we pretty much make our bound weapons do damage over time, make the target more susceptible to magic. If there's Daedra, if I actually have a bound Daedra with me, then I get an additional 30%, so it makes them 60% more vulnerable. In addition, I get a battle rage every time I hit a target, increasing my attack damage and armor. It's really awesome. So, yeah, bound weapons are a lot more powerful now. And we're going to hit this guy. And you can see, pretty easy, we're just taking care of business here. Basic Draugr. But yeah, it supports a very Spellbladey style, considering I have maxed out most things. Now, we will have to fight this Lich, but we're going to make him vulnerable before, Whoa. Okay, that Lich summoned a bunch of undead minions, which hurt. Explains things. It's a lesser Lich. It's not an Elder Lich or anything like that. There we go. It says Ancient Lich, but it's not really a Dragon Priesty type of guy. Okay, hit him with melee. He sees vulnerable. Then I zap him with absolute power. Pretty basic. And we can finish him off with another lightning bolt, assuming I can see him. Apparently he was right behind me the whole time. That's fine. Good. Next, we're going to be moving on in. And there we go. You just notice some of the Draugr are wearing Forsworn helmets. A lot of the Draugr are wearing a lot of things. Give me a moment. The game audio disappeared, you said? Okay. Whoops. I accidentally started taking items instead of giving them. My bad. Okay. Let's figure this out. Yeah. It should just be a little bit quieter. Shouldn't be muted. Yeah, I was gonna say. It's working. Just fine. There we go. So we're moving on. I'm going to let Rumarin go first. Alright, we weakened him. And he's dead. There's one more. He keeps getting ready to cast spells, and I keep interrupting his spell casting, which is nice. So I am still pretty vulnerable to attacks, but I've pretty well figured out how to avoid most of that bullshit. That said, I'm trying to figure out what kind of... Oh, it was the skin spell, and it just wasn't showing correctly. Okay. Yes. You'd be surprised. There are people who have difficulty with range of hearing. Not necessarily the, not necessarily being able to hear anything, but rather certain types of sounds they have difficulty hearing. Which is interesting. You know, like, not all sounds are suppressed for these people. Just certain types. Oops. Yeah, that's a bit there. Good. Okay, maybe I zapped Ellen a little. Huh. Right. We got him. Deathlord's dead. Yes, yes, the Draugr are already undead. Alright. Mess with this here. I like how that Soul Gem is just kind of poking out the bottom there. We're gonna hit this guy with melee first.
It's bedtime for you, Wilga.
Good.
That takes care of them. So, what's next? Please say something other than fighting.
It's gonna be more fighting. She had a mustache. I didn't grab the screenshot in time, but she had a mustache because of blood on her face. Like, it was just perfect there. All right. Yep. You're asking about NPC. All right. So the way the tree works, I've got Edge of Oblivion, which gives me an additional minion, which lasts 50% longer, but then I lose a bunch of stats if I don't have one. That said, I don't have one right now. And then March of Oblivion. One additional minion per 250 magicka for an additional 3 minions, so that can bring me up to 5 minions total. That's 4 with Edge of Oblivion, and then the base one as well. So here we go. Pennerite's quest, you said? Wouldn't a magic-resistant enemy not be able to be revived in theory, like the resistance would apply to their corpse? I guess not, but I would, like, I figure that a game, I was thinking of a different game, never mind. There was, again, a game I was, I wasn't a staff member of this particular one. It was more just me playing it for fun, but I was pretty good at it, and I was playing a necromancer. And I remember there was one specific enemy type which had magic resistances. If something has magic resistances, you can have the resistances carry over to their corpse. The problem is the issues with the 100% resistance. It would resist every time, so it would resist the reanimate spell. So, but I actually died there. That's such a weird effect. It's the skin combined with me getting in that battle rage. So yeah. All right. Yes, exactly. In the Imperium of Man, magic is heresy. And then we'll get someone else who's like, but psychers are basically magic. No. No. Magic is chaos. Psyker powers are a far more controlled and disciplined version of magic. Alright. At least in the Imperium of Man. Alright. Yes, Aldmeri have an affinity to magic. Aha! Where'd he go? And you know what? Screw this. I died in this room before. I will not suffer another defeat. Auroran soldiers! And then... yeah, this'll do. Just 3 Auroran soldiers will do it. Good.
Watch the archer. He's a bigger coward than I am.
Good. Had my Sword of Ancient Tongues ready. Wait. What's my number 2 button bound to? Hold on. Number 2 should be bound sword. There we go. I could summon Jiglag, but I don't think it'd be wise. I could summon an avatar of Jiglag anyway. Again, I don't think it'd be wise. Umurel was half divine. And yeah. There's a lot less chaos involved in just summoning a half divine as opposed to a full divine. Uh-huh. Legacy of the Dragonborn doesn't change anything from the vanilla game other than adding content. It adds content, doesn't change content. You're thinking of something like Requiem or Marloot Ultimate, you know, things like that. That's what you're thinking of. Okay. Yeah. It won't change any of the existing enemies, at least in a meaningful way that'll affect your average experience. I'll summon Umurel for Wulfharth, probably. Gotta kill this overlord. Got him. What kind of saber is that? It's an ebony cutlass. Interesting. Should be fine here. Just gonna wait. Ellen is already down. Looks like these guardians are being a real pain in the ass. Okay, let's use fire breath on him. That did it. Alright, same deal. I'm just gonna stay away from that guardian overlord. Alright. No, that Draugr don't scale very high in vanilla at all. Alright, we got him with absolute power. See how long it took for that to kick in? Alright. Yeah, Jiglag didn't have time to regain his full power. Although he still was able to consume most of Molag Bal's realm, so there's that. Oh well. Yeah, it's only a couple hundred years between Oblivion and Skyrim. The Daedra work in the infinite span of time where, like, if you want them to respawn one of their relics, it'll take a couple hundred years. That's the unfortunate reality. Is something sinking back into the waters of Oblivion and then reforming can take that long. I mean, a regular Dremora, obviously, you can just resummon him willy-nilly, but that's pact magic in effect there. So, Good enough. Going to save it again. I mean, summoning things is all about pact magic. Unless, of course, you get, like, a fragment that you're summoning, which isn't really them. It's just, again, a fragment, a memory, a piece floating in an adjacent space. In which case, it's not the real them that you're summoning. Kind of like the idea of summoning an avatar. Ooh, Ancient Amulet of Sun. Yes. This is good. That's not stun. Yep. Okay. I actually screwed up, and I gave a lot of stuff to Elena I don't want her to have right now. So I'm getting these items back, which will overburden me, of course. There we go. And then we'll give her the potions, the scrolls, and the miscellaneous junk. Summon an avatar of Alduin. That's what Okri did. Yeah. Orki summoned an avatar of Alduin in order to fight Wulfharth and drain away the years of the Nords. Wulfharth summoned forth Shore, and the avatar of Shore fought the avatar of Alduin, and then Wulfharth learned from their battle and created a brand new shout that gave some of the years back to the Nords, but he took on those years and died. So, yeah. How did Harkin manage to stay alive? Vampire. In a secluded little area. Yeah, you're asking how was he not killed? The answer is he stowed away in a castle for ages and ages. Yep.
You still persist? Still, there is something familiar about you. No matter. Soon you'll be dead, and I can consume my well-deserved sleep.
There we go. As far as... Let's see. Hold on a second. Why doesn't he display it in the fights in Skyrim? Because Skyrim is shitty writing, number one. Number two, we aren't anywhere near the end of time. Keep that in mind. Yes, humano. Exactly.
I'm going to put you down.
Your choice.
Good.
No match at all.
That'll do it. Yeah, I was gonna say, not just Nirn, all of existence. People confuse the Culpa cycle with saying, oh, well, Oblivion isn't affected by that. What are you talking about? The Daedra and the Divines in New Culpas... Yeah, but that, by the way, that's his Shadow Walk technique. Yeah, and that happens with the Auroran Battle Lords. They do that weird teleporty thing where you can't hit them. But yeah, like, people very often think that Oblivion is eternal and exempt from the cycle of time, and it's not. I mean, everything in existence will eventually get devoured by Alduin at the end of time. That's the whole point. And then in the New Culpa, they say that the Divines and the Daedra change places. Yep. Exactly. Every time Alduin showed in the game, it's just a teeny little piece of him that he incarnated as in order to experience the world. He forsook his role as the World Eater. Keep that in mind. Like, everything in Skyrim is Alduin acting against his true nature. He doesn't dominate and rule, he devours, so... But yeah. What's a Kulpa? Kulpas are time cycles. Like, Parthenax will actually mention it in Skyrim. He says that this world is just the egg of the next Kulpa. And by that, he means that from this world, the next one is born. Yeah, I was gonna say that they took all this really cool lore and made a kind of crappy game with it. Like, Skyrim does not live up to the lore that it was created from, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. You can't actually kill Alduin for good. You destroy his physical form, and then his soul goes back up to Aetherius. You see it at the end of the game. He never truly dies. You watch, and again, the Dragonborn can't absorb his entire divinity. It just, the soul just goes up into Aetherius, and that's that. You have no ability to affect his true form. So yes. Yep. No, watch where the, like, you can actually see his soul going up into Aetherius at the end when he's quote-unquote killed. And he isn't even killed on Mundus, that's the funny part. He's killed in Oblivion. Not in Oblivion, sorry, in an adjacent space called, Sovngarde. Sorry. Doesn't really matter where you kill a divine, they don't stay dead. So. Yep. Yeah, exactly. The aura doesn't go to you, it goes straight up. Pretty much. It goes up to the Aetherius. But yeah, it's just another sub-realm on the border of Aetherius and Mundus where souls end up. Because all souls that aren't captured by Oblivion, they go up into the Aetherius. Okay. Let's see, is Sithis, okay, hold on a second. What you need to know about Sithis is Sithis is the void itself. Sithis doesn't do anything. You're like a bunch of bacteria living inside of Sithis. Occasionally he can summon an avatar, you know, to just kind of, I mean, but the thing is that the avatar appearing in Mundus is subject to the will of his followers. In other words, like when an avatar of Sithis appears, it's as his followers believed it would be. Again, Sithis is so beyond Mundus that there's absolutely no attachment to the mortal plane whatsoever. Well, the thing is that the important thing to know about Anu and Padme is they cannot be observed inside of Mundus. Therefore, they do not exist. Just like the Godhead. It cannot be observed from inside Mundus, therefore it doesn't exist outside of Michael Kirkbride's head. Maxa Kirkzor, or whatever he chose his Imperial Library name to be. Either some elder scholar with visions from an elder scroll decided that this, like, what they see is Anu and Padme and the Godhead and all this stuff, or they're bullshitting, and it's all false. That's important to understand. Either this is divine knowledge granted by the Elder Scrolls, in which case it can be widely misinterpreted, or it is bullshit. It's either one of the two, because no one can actually observe Anu or Padme. It's impossible for even the divines themselves to view Anu or Padme because they are inside of the divine interplay. Said, why would he make fake lore? Ask him about the Arcturian heresy. Arcturian heresy, whatever. Ask him about that, and then we'll get back to it, okay? Yep.
I'll kill you where you stand.
Got him. Yep. All right. Oh. Christopher Columbus. Most, like, the school system are the most reliable narrators. And the history books are the most reliable when it comes to Christopher Columbus. Trollolololol. He, like, everyone knew that the world wasn't flat. What he was arguing is that the world wasn't as huge as other scholars wanted to believe. And to prove that it wasn't as huge as other people believe, that's what brought him to start his journey. And he was rejected, like, from 17 different courts. No one would, it's hilarious because he never actually discovered the Americas. That was Amerigo Vespucci. That's why America is named what it is. Because of Amerigo. And, yeah. Alright. But in the United States, at least, they teach you that Christopher Columbus discovered America in order to prove that the world was round, which is bullshit on all accounts. Okay. Where the hell? There he is. I was looking for that guy. He discovered a tiny little portion of it after the Vikings did, you dumbass. The Vikings discovered the New World several hundred years beforehand. Yes, the Greeks knew the world was round a long time beforehand. Yes. Alright. There we go. Yes, do the first humans who crossed the land bridge from Russia count? I think they do. I think they do. I think the Native Americans who came across the land bridge count as the first ones. Animals discovered it way before anyone. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's go. My point is that the American education system is full of shit, and what's written in American history books are rubbish. And I remember as a child correcting my teachers regarding Christopher Columbus, and they looking at me like I was insane. And, well, I was, you know, because they weren't paid enough to deal with that shit. And I know that now. I know that my school teachers weren't paid enough to deal with that shit. And that's why our education system is garbage. and it doesn't actually prepare you for college. Alright, let's go. Your daughter didn't actually learn that about Christopher Columbus. Well, what school district, I wonder? I mean, if it's a really... You'd be surprised. It varies per school district, obviously, but you already corrected, but you didn't need to. Yeah, it's yay. Hold on, don't need. There we go. Got some mushrooms. This is a dead end. Why is this a dead end? Oh, so there's a passage this way. Got it. Yeah, I'm curious about the school district there. Let's see. The same shit is told about Columbus by teachers all over the world, Eastern European. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, I mean... again, there's... The most hilarious stuff usually comes from the motivations of people, not necessarily what they did. Because, you know, you can prove what people did, but why they did certain things are usually up for debate. Whoops, I hit Elena with that. There we go.
Hours. I've always wanted to say that.
Good. Got any more enemies? No. No, we're good. Yes. Yes. Well, we could always start calling Joan of Arc by her real name. That would be fun. Confuse a whole ton of people. Alright. You study history at university and most of the course material demolishes what they tell you in middle school. Well, yes, because by university you should be learning actual history if you're going to go into history and get a diploma that can't be used for anything but teaching. I'm joking, of course. There are several things you can do with a history degree. However, they are, let's put it like this, they're not fast tracks to a good career, unfortunately. You have to work to put that diploma to work, as it were. Alright. Alright. Put that away there. Okay. The Altmer aren't based on Nazi Germany, the Thalmor are. The Altmer are based on a really bad interpretation of Tolkien's elves mixed with... Oh god, I can't remember what it was called now. Oh well, I'll remember later. And then I won't be streaming at the time and I'll be like, damn it, I should have said that on stream. Yep. History is good for fiction writers because you have less of a chance of breaking suspension of disbelief when you use real world history. But when you insist on using everything, and I mean everything as a parallel, you end up with uninspired, boring shit. So... Alright, I don't remember the path here. Oh, I see. Hold on. Looks like it's going to be a whale, eagle, snake, whale. So, whale, eagle, snake. Wait. Snake. Oh, God. They're switching again. So, wait, this one... Whale, eagle, snake, eagle. Okay. So there was some kind of puzzle mechanic in that, which I just kind of powered through. Let's see. Yeah. I was gonna say that originally they were going to do Aztecs Morrowind was going to be based kind of on Aztec. And if you look at Dagoth, he's like his mask and stuff like that. The regalia that the Sixth House uses is like the last vestiges of their original design concepts for Morrowind before they went and heavily changed things. Pull that. Okay. Death Lord to fight. Got him. Huh. One more. Oh, it's a regular jogger? Okay, goodbye.
Make it stop.
Make what stop? Where is it? Oh, God! That was something. Alright, I can just stab this guy and kill him. Not one hit? Okay. That'll do it. Good, good. Mm-hmm. Yes. Gotta love my Saint Alicia head I have on my belt here. I like how the stone skin affects that as well. That's funny. My ebony flesh affects the severed head of Saint Alicia. I mean, it is just a Daedric manifestation of the severed head of Saint Alicia, but still, it's hilarious. Let's see. History shows how the revolutionists came to power. Oh, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that, yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff in, how shall we say, the less covered.
I smell blood.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. The less covered, indeed. I was looking at that hist flask over there. Why is it producing light? Let's double check. Hold on. You're gonna take the hist flask away. Yes, yes, it is. Okay. Hist. Give her that flask of hist sat back. There we go. Sorry, the less covered portions of history are really good. Yeah, historical inspirations are great. But when you start just grabbing things for no reason, that's an issue. Like, let's have this element and that element and mix them together. Haha. You know, you need to figure out, okay, how could this have reasonably developed in your world? You know, and how could it have gone from here to there? A good example would be, I keep coming back to this in recent time, but if you look at Avatar: The Last Airbender, it has a world, and then the authors go, well, how about we advance this through the fastest industrial revolution in history, and have modern day bullshit, and we'll just say, oh, don't you know, lightning benders provide the electricity and stuff like that. But we're totally going to America the crap out of it. That is Wulfharth. That is Wulfharth. Okay, we are going to summon forth, what's his name? Umaril the Unfeathered. Alright. I need to back up too, or I'm gonna die. This is what was hitting me. This Draugr bastard. Umaril the Unfeathered. Good. Now, we'll go ahead and get some electrospheres in here. Okay. Yes, Avatar: The Last Airbender, like all other anime, is made in Korea.
You, that armor, your blood, Tiber Septum. I will never again be a slave to you in death, and you shall never again leave this place. Die, betrayer!
Die, betrayer. The Treads of Wulfharth. A level scale speed boost. Alright. Let's do it. Gotta go fast. Treads of Wulfharth. It does increase my speed, okay. This feels like I'm sprinting, but I'm just... Yeah? That's definitely a boost. Alright. Yes. Okay. I checked the sides, there's nothing there. Think we're fine. Got the treads of Wulfharth, so we gotta go fast. Absolutely. I'm gonna save it before I go up to that treasure chest. I don't want to die. Breathing water. Love it. Staff of Frostbite, did not need. Basic junk here. Nord battle axes. So you're very basic tomb stuff. That's unfortunate. Well, let's go. Radio. Good, good. That... Well, you know it's a Skyrim-style dungeon when you can click this. And ta-da! Ready to go out the exit? Into the entrance we are. Alright. Yes, that brings us back to the entrance. I'll take that ale, thank you very much. And let's get out of here after obviously looting everything. Good, good. Why are all dungeons lore reasons? I don't care. The dungeon design is terrible. I don't care to justify why the dungeons are designed so badly. They just are. Uh-huh. Oh wait, hold on a second. You're talking about Sonic Forces? Yes, Sonic Forces. Best ever. No, it's Dragon Ball Xenoverse. That's, fanfiction game of the year. Alright, well, other than that, we saved it. We defeated Wulfharth, which is neat. We should save over that one. And we still got our other, Umriel the Unfeathered. Why not? Oh, my. Now, we've successfully done this, so now we have to head on back to Aryan. I think we'll do that via... Yeah, I think we'll do that just by going along the road here. Can you Fushra da Umriel? No, he's not affected by force. He'll do this little little animation where it won't knock him down. It'll just not even stagger him, just kind of put him on defensive for a second. A lot of NPCs, big ones, can do that, like giants. Or is it? No, it's not giants. It's yeah. Have I done the Dawnguard quest? No.
You keep your distance with that magic.
That spell looks dangerous.
It looks dangerous, eh?
See ya.
See ya. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna summon 3 Auroran Battle Lords. And Umriel. And then we're going to summon a Bound Bow. And... yes. Bye. Damn right. Bye, Ysmir. Ah! Those hunters deserved it, to be honest. Their poaching is a blight on Skyrim. Yeah, yes, your poaching is a blot on Skyrim. Damn it. Okay, hold on a second. We're going to do this here. Put away those. I think it's all the animal pelts. Well, that and obviously the food items. I'm just looking at the, all the things we got here. Be gone, blot. Yes. Oops. There we go. Purge that. And we'll try to fix Nightbot. Nightbot forgets that he can actually do that. So let's go. There we go. That should fix it. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna head on through this area. We are pretty tired, and this looks like Kynesgrove to me. So we might as well just go through here. Yes. Bam. That was worth a cutscene there. You hit a fox. See? You're poaching. And I just promptly poached. I killed the poachers so I could have all the game for myself. There we go. Oh my. Reddit Platinum. What even is Reddit Gold?
Wait, I know you.
Do you really? I don't think you do. Yes, the Knights of the Eight. Okay, so these Knights of the Eight weren't even real knights, they were bandits, and they're still here, which makes no sense. They should be gone. I should purge this land of all the corpses. What do we got here? Bandit fighter? Bye-bye. Yeah, you're kind of screwed. Good. Now he's learning. He's learning about the word. See, at the very least, the bot now understands. Okay. We're going to... Yeah, we're gonna travel over Morvenskar, I figure. Do bodies reset at cell resets? They usually do. Yes. You're a bandit. You see a huge ass golden dude. 9 foot tall golden guy with a huge sword. It's like, charge. Yep. So we got Wulfharth's treads, which is why we're running slightly faster. But we've got a few more things we're going to have to do. I believe we're approaching Windhelm now. We are kind of exhausted. We should probably just head on in and get an inn room for the night. The best way... I'm curious if I can banish these guys. I'm pretty sure I can't, but I want to try. I want to try dual casting banish and see if it works. So... Banish doesn't even mark them. Oh, hold on a second. I can summon the abbot. No problem there. I can you know what? Let's be incredibly dumb. Got a flame queen. What else we got? Flame lurker. No one will bat an eye. As I just want to see what these various ones. We got Flame Spirit and Flame Lord. Okay. Excellent. All the flame demons. There's nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this at all. Yes, yes. Excellent. Oh. Okay. Who's attacking and where? Wait. Supposed to be an enemy around here? Refugees? Enemies that way? What are you, anyway? A bandit magician. I guess, when you're a bandit magician and you see all these creatures made out of flame, you think to yourself, hey, I should fight these. Yes. Absolutely. Why is that horse a ghost? Kinnereth is marking that person to kill. Like, watch this, okay? So I talked to her.
Wait, I know you. Like it's sacred. That's a shout, like the greybeards on their mountain.
Like the greybeards on their mountain. Yes. Right. Wait, I know you. That's a shout like the greybeards on their mountain. It's the power of old, the Dragonborn. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, I just don't know it yet. See those flame summons? Yeah, over there I should shoot a fireball at them. It's true. It's true. Bye-bye. Wait, what? Screw this. They're all coming in with me. This is gonna be so bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, just doing better cities isn't going to fix the problems with the cities. It's, you know, I look at the Better Cities mod in Oblivion and it kinda helps. It's like, this is a decent-sized town now, with a shire. That's...
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
Yeah, let's rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for...
You
I'll
got
show
some
you
nice
to your
meat
room.
hooks there.
Right this way.
Makes for a
Enjoy your
damn
stay.
good punch.
And
They're
don't
all
forget-
gonna be here in the morning when I wake up. Yep. Good.
Nothing. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Every night, I walk around a gray quarter and
What?
let them grayskins.
What?
taste them.
No.
I own Hollifrost.
She's, someone we don't want to talk to. Very Nord.
What do you want, little elf?
Little elf. Okay. That's fine. We're out of here. The cities in Skyrim are settlements that need your help. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. A world space for each hold would actually make a somewhat decent-sized game. Because then you could have a city the size of, you know, the vanilla holds. And then the rest of the space... sorry. The rest of the space would be for the wilderness. The problem with quote-unquote world spaces as Skyrim defined them is that then you have an awkward transition between each one. And you have these borders that would be in the way. So yes, we're gonna summon our minions here. Where you guys been? Rumorn is never around at the right time. Well, at least we can talk to Elena, because Elena holds the food. So we get some bacon. This is the best. And num num num, like The Witcher 3. Yeah, well, The Witcher 3 handles it a little differently from how Skyrim would handle it in its engine, unfortunately. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Do we have any wine? And the answer is yes. Good. We should be good to go now. Yeah, Skyrim automatically going through a cave entrance has your character enter the interior's world space. You think you could make a near perfect transition to... Yeah, well, you could, but it would be awkward as opposed to just wandering around the wilderness, giving you the sense of a fully open world. The hilarious thing is that, again, the engine itself can, like the default engine, it can support world spaces that are much, much bigger than Skyrim, with no performance hit, I might add. However, the limitations placed upon the game itself, I'm not talking about the core engine, I'm talking about the actual game's executable. The game's executable, and all the systems that's piled on top of the engine, only allow world space to be a certain size before scripts stop working and objects stop firing. And that's an arbitrary number set by the developers. There's nothing stopping you from making a world space that's bigger if you don't care about those scripts firing. But it's just hilarious because you don't think that every part of the world is loaded simultaneously, do you? It uses dynamic generation. It's literally, like, say there's a big square that's loaded right now, and everything else in the distance is low quality renderings. And that's why when you see something really far off in the distance, it's all super low poly count. But yes, there is nothing stopping you other than Bethesda saying you can't do it. That's why you can't wait for an open source Skyrim implementation. Yep. Said modders can't make new scripts then. What are you talking about? Those new scripts that modders made wouldn't fire past the borders. Like, you go more than about 200 feet outside the borders and the scripts stop firing. It's the game, it's not the game engine, it's the actual game itself running on that engine that says, no, thou shalt not. Thou shan't? Shan't. Sorry. Oh, wow. Little dodge there. We got him. We knocked him down. He's dead. Got his pelts. Good, good. Now. Yeah, honestly, I think Daggerfall's size is a little too much. There's just... Even if you want to procedurally generate the landmass and then add, you know, little touches of detail here and there yourself, Daggerfall's landmass is slightly too big for that. Just getting eyes on all the parts would take years. Unfortunately. I wouldn't mind, you know, tons of plains and valleys and things and a procedurally generated landmass. But, you know, it would have to be somewhat smaller than Daggerfall. Alright, the enemy is in this direction. Don't know what he is. Wait, what? Elena's there. What's going on, Elena?
Still here. You lead. I'll follow.
Okay. Well, yeah, so Oblivion's world space was generated with procedural generation. That's why it's so boring. That's why the Unique Landscapes mod adds so much to the game world. And the Unique Landscapes mod didn't actually have that much time and effort put into it. It's just that you can tell what was missing from the world. And even then, like, you can't say that an Imperial Navy existed. Like, there's all kinds of things. So you have a book that says, well, the Imperial Navy didn't actually exist, blah, 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 blah. Basically a book that debunks the existence of something they established in previous games. It's like, oh my. You know a game's good when it comes with boob physics without installing. Without you installing them. Hey, I find boob physics to be weird because... Oh, cultists. Mirak cultists. I was gonna say that they're usually installed... Like, the boob physics usually have them bouncing about 2 more times than is possible for real ones. They should only be bouncing once. Yes. They aren't even regular physics. They're like jello jiggly physics. Alright. Let's see how. To Skiro's Oblivion overhaul. Yeah, I don't really care for a Skiro's. It makes things even more bullet spongy than they were in the vanilla game, to the extent where it makes the game less fun. And I think that when you're going to spend, let's look at our save file here. Hold on. When you're going to spend 206 hours on a single playthrough, the playthrough better damn well be fun. You know what I mean? So, Skiro's not for me anymore. I understand why people like it. I really do. But, I like Maskers. I like a few others. But, yeah. Well, excuse me, Woof. There we go. Messing around with bound weapon. Yes, Maskers is customizable. I especially like the ore deposits and other things it adds. It adds a lot of crafting systems to the game, which are not overpowered, but rather like quality of life tweaks, which I think is kind of how it should be. Alright. Adjust the damage settings for Maskers? Of course. But, you would never want a bullet spongy game. People are like, I want the... Yeah, no, the difficulty setting for Maskers isn't bullet spongy. It actually changes quite a few things about the game, including like the number of spawns and things like that. Ancient glass golem. Loot the raw glass. Thank you. Perfect. Alright. Unholy magic for the sake of good. Honestly, that works in a world where the character was already trained in unholy magic but had an epiphany that he didn't want to put up with the evil shit anymore. And there had to have been something in the main character's past to make them go from being a disciple of evil to being a, you know, at least a person with noble intentions. And usually that's impossible in order, you know, while keeping the character at least seeming somewhat realistic. Usually what it comes down to when you want to have a character, well, Cecil was never evil, keep that in mind. Cecil was always a good-hearted person who took up the dark sword because his king commanded it. And in that sense, he was just following orders. So, in the Elder Scrolls universe, that's kind of difficult to do. Yeah. Yeah, after he wiped out the village of the Mist People, Cecil went into a depression. And he went to his king and said, "We can't do this anymore." And his king's like, "You dare after I've raised you up and given you all this power? Away with you. You're banished." And so that's where he starts out his journey against the tyranny that's going on. And unfortunately, it's it doesn't make him... I don't think he's a good candidate for that kind of story, you know. You think unholy magic is too evil in the Elder Scrolls to be used for good? For the most part, yes. No, I'm thinking about, you know, the Infernal Daedra and how their music, how their magic is used versus holy magic in the Elder Scrolls, which players have never been given proper access to, by the way. Only NPCs ever use holy magic. It's like, well, what about restoration magic? No, that's not holy magic. There's a huge difference between the two. Anyway, we're gonna kill this guy. Ain't this a surprise, bouncer? Sorry. Yeah, we could... let's just go in this cave. Screw it. I thought there was a quest for this that we were maybe gonna do, but let's just go in.
You're looking a little... You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I'm not joining your bullshit. I'm murdering you. You're you might be Dunmer bandits, but you're all bandits. And you all deserve to die. All of you. Looks like we got ourselves a hero. Are you... Oh, God! I was getting punched. I'm like, ha! Your punches cannot affect... And then this guy just comes in and just one-shots me. Holy crap. Yes. Alright, let's talk to this bastard.
You're looking a little rough. Hey!
You're looking a little rough. Oh, wow, that hurt. Let's figure this out here. We need to switch over to Thunderbolt. A hero. Oh, that guy has a sword. It's a split sword. No wonder I died. It was the barkeep with an arming sword. That explains everything. Get out of my way. We'll loot all the gamblers. Now. Yes, making sure. We have everything we need. Okay, while they fight, I believe. Oh, the butcher. It's a shame about him getting murdered by lightning bolts. He's actually dead, he just doesn't know it yet. Yes. See, he's dead. Now, let's figure this area out. Alright. Skooma. Skooma. Moon sugar. Some more ale. Hell yeah. The key failed. And then it worked? Okay. Let's take a moment and think about that. The key failed until it didn't. Yeah, the butcher had a halberd. It's true. Okay. I'm assuming there are wolves in cages. We unlocked it with the key. Card of Draconis 2. Card of Spiders. Got a painting for the museum. I think we're almost filled all of the painting slots. I'm pretty sure we're just going to end up with extra paintings soon. Yeah, Elena comes over here and illuminates everything slightly. Very illuminating, Elena. Very illuminating. Alright, let's access their strongbox, which just had some money. Another painting. Might as well loot all those ruined books. I haven't been looting ruined books lately, but I'm going to just a little bit. Should be fine. And we've got a nice bedroll here in this drippy cavern. I let the pit woofs out, and this is how they repay me.
All over now. Good riddance, I say.
Okay. That's fine. Now. Got that. Yes, I know. I got a key from the barkeep for that, actually. That's what it was. Okay. Miner's closed. Don't really care. I don't think there's anything of value here. I'm double checking just in case. That's unfortunate. Usually these places have some kind of collectible. Well. Yeah, exactly. Latoria will finish processing the books in a few years. That's what I'm saying. It'll take Latoria a day to process 20, and I want to have a few hundred in reserve. Okay, that's fine. So we got a bed here. That's great.
Still here.
Yep. Excuse me.
Huh?
Take a break.
How can I argue with that?
There we go. Perfect. And thus we got our buff again. Let's continue. Nothing onions in the sack there. Yep, this way. Up and around. We're going out there. Rumarin likes to watch, of course. He was just sitting there at the bar, drinking. Anyone try out true spear fighting? Wasn't there a mod, Spears by Sully? stuck outside the cage. So I opened the cage to let them back in. Oh, that was funny. That's Skyrim right there. That's Skyrim. Okay. That was amazing. Well, we managed to do that. I'm kind of going in a weird direction here. I guess we'll continue west. Yes, we got to go west. So we're actually gonna go past here. See if we can find a path down and around, maybe. And none of this will be good. Just keep going down until we find the actual path. Nav mesh, everybody. Nav mesh. That's fine, though. Yep. It just works. It just works. Alright, what have we got here? Snowberries. Whoops. This I think we already knocked over that fort there. Look at that fort in the distance. It's gonna pop into existence, the interior of it. Ooh. Well, never mind there. We're going over here first. Looks like we can get ourselves some good old-fashioned sulfur. Sulfur is good in bombs. Yes. You believe I didn't touch the DLCs yet, or most of the other quest mods? Keep that in mind. No, I've got a lot of stuff to burn through, and it's going to take a long time. It's been over 200 hours that I've been on this playthrough. Shadowrend, insta-mining doesn't work on sulfur. Sulfur is a unique form of mining node. Okay. Don't need to worry about that one. There we go. Yeah, sulfur is special. Sulfur is how you make bombs. Yes. Yeah, I was a giant with an iron helmet on. Said the game is gonna crash when I open up the storages in the safe house. Which storage? I mean, the game hasn't crashed yet. I've looked at several of the storages. In fact, when I organized it before. Yes, that happened. Okay. The head? You mean the head of Saint Alicia? Yes, Saint Alicia. Bam. Good. Anything over here? Nope. Yeah, this is the other sulfur nodes I need. Random lady? You're calling the first Dragonborn, if we ignore the Mirak bullshit. You're calling the first Dragonborn a random lady. That's pretty hilarious.
As a child, Atero and I would pass time on the road by playing Withershins.
Oh, why did it glitch out?
Then I'd reply, better than the
nope,
last.
Can't mind that.
Can't say the others appreciated it, though. Dare I say they were rather annoyed. Especially so.
Yeah, when you ignore the Mirac bullshit, then, Saint Alicia was the first Dragonborn. Yes. Yes, indeed. Skyrim lore is canon, and he spelled it like a cannon. So in other words, Skyrim lore is something that shoots explosives. I believe that. I do. Now, let's go ahead and summon Umaril the Unfeathered. Let's see. Yeah, Umaril the Unfeathered. Okay, so this is the one who Peniel Whitestrake killed at the cost of his own life. I could summon Peniel Whitestrake, but I think that would be a bad idea. So instead, what we're going to do is we are going to summon Metana. Yeah, Metana is right here. So we're summoning Metana. Good. Excellent. Now, okay, so we have Metana and Umaril the Unfeathered. Let's get the, we're not summoning Jigalag, but, why not, the Grey Prince? There we go. Okay, so we got the Grey Prince, we got Umaril the Unfeathered, and we got Metana. This'll work, this'll work. So. Nothing wrong with this. Yeah, stop being a zombie. Oh wait, that's exactly what you are. These are, Shadowrun, these were all souls, or soul fragments that I defeated in Cold Harbor. They're all just fragments of their original selves. And the Grey Prince was the fragment of the arena. So, yes. Alright. Yeah, that wolf didn't stand a chance.
You must die.
Good, good. Metana's landing. Oh, wait.
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
No, wait, there's one enemy over that way. Metana's gonna go after him. I think Umaril's already ahead of us. Okay. Yeah, that wolf pup. I'm just watching as all of these bolts from the sky. Yes. Metana is a worm that learned to fly. Okay. Oversized Spyro wings. Like little tiny ones. Oh. I like how he just teleports to me. It's stuck between a rock and a fat dragon. Yes. A fat worm, I should say. Because he's not a dragon, he's a worm. Huh. So the question is, what are we in combat with? Oh, Metana's stuck on that rock. Bandit Explorer. I'm just watching this. Comedy. But yeah, my conjuration skill is currently 151. So yes. Pygmy Hill Troll died to the bandit. The bandit died to them. Let's actually go ahead and let's see. I guess we'll summon Auroran Battle Lords instead of the other ones. Wait, I can summon Laza of Order. That's right. Alright, so we got Laza of Order and Umarel the Unfeathered. I think, who else? Mary the Dark Maiden is too big. Molag Bal would be terrible. Let's see, Morius would probably stab me in the back. And 2 Shamble Lords. Yeah, let's do 2 Shamble Lords. There we go. So yeah, we've got 2 Shamble Lords, a Laza of Order, and Metana. No, not Metana, sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, Metana's still alive, which means Umarel was unsummoned. Okay, so Umarel the Unfeathered it is. Yes. There we go. Now the Grey Prince won't be going, anymore. Perfect. But yeah, Laza of Order and 2 Shamble Lords, that should be fine. Let's see what happens if we punch this goat. Wow, Laza was quick. Yeah, Laza was quick and just slashed it instantly. Okay. Exactly. You picked a bad day to get lost, friend, as they see a demigod here. By the way, Umarel is actually a demigod. He's a half-elf, half-divine. We don't know which divine. We all assume it's Meridia because Meridia is his patron goddess. And then again, Meridia was the patron goddess of all Ayleid. So we don't actually know. We just know that he's half divine. Alright. Let's see here.
Walk always in the light, or we will drag you to it.
Really? You have some nerve to tell me that after I went and I guess the only Vigilant of Stendarr stuff I had there was the beginning, and then when I defeated Molag Bal the first time, everything else was just kind of me doing my own thing, and the Vigilants were already wiped out by then. Okay, looks like they're gonna play Quidditch, or Laza of Order is just gonna... I forgot that Laza can do that. there went Laza. This is why you, Alright. Here comes Umarel. Bam. Did you see that shockwave? That was pretty impressive. Wow. Okay. I'm just keeping an eye on this. Again, these aren't the originals. These are just fragments of them that I've learned to summon from Cold Harbor. Bam! He's dead. Next. Okay. That's the last of them. Are you sure? I need to heal her. Hold on. We gotta do heal other. There we go. She's getting healed. Oh, that felt nice. No more. All right. Bam. Okay. We are routed. That cryomancer, though.
Tree is ours.
I wonder where Laza ended up.
Mercy!
Hey, you? You do realize that pissing off Umaril the Unfeathered is probably a bad idea? You see Rumarin's like, I ain't having anything to do with this. He's like, oh my. Oh, that's funny shit. Okay. We're gonna summon people we can banish.
That's all you got?
There we go. These guys we can actually banish, thankfully. The best way to banish minions is with a bound sword. But yeah, Rumarin was like, I ain't dealing with this shit.
Ready to get moving? You lead, and I'll do whatever you say.
Damn right. That was a comedy right there. Now, what should we do here? Bam. Yeah, he exactly. He did. Oh, crap. There's an Arc Cryomancer here. After I unsummoned all my people. Let's do this. Okay. Give me a moment here. Good. You can't summon actual Molag Ball. Would you like to see the Molag fragment I can summon? This is the fragment of Molag Ball. It's in the form of a dragon that was sacrificed to Molag Ball. Here we go. What? I'm trying to summon it. Hold on. No. Ain't letting me summon it here. There's one more Cryomancer up there I can probably test with. Try this big open area. And I'm stuck. There we go. Alright, this is a dragon that was, that has Molag Ball's essence. So, it's kind of scary. Now, see those two guys? I can't order him to kill them, but I can do that.
That's one less thing to worry about.
That's one less thing to worry about. Oh my. The ugliest dragon you've ever seen? You weren't here when I summoned Metana. Hold on. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's resummon Metana. Hold on. There we go. Metana. It's a plague worm that learned to fly. And it's very, very fat. It's very, very fat. Yes. Am I still working on Chronicles Rebirth? Yes, but I can't talk about what I'm working on in it right now, unfortunately. I can just tell you that it's being worked on. I can't actually go into details, unfortunately. And there won't be any updates until I'm, with the website specifically, until I'm done with what I am working on. So. Alright. You mean the dun 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 dun? Dun 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 dun. That's the Dragon Ball theme. Okay, double checking this area, making sure we've cleared everything. If I enter a building, well, Metana's gone. was gonna say, if I enter a building, there's gonna be issues. So let's go ahead and just summon some good old-fashioned Dremora Lords. Here we go. It's a plague leech. It just has wings. It's gonna go spread the plague. Yeah. It's not coming back. It's going to go spread the Thrasin plague everywhere. Oh, that's something I could summon. I could summon the Plague Lord. Oh, shoot. That hurt a smidgen. Arc Electromancer? Seriously? Alright, well, she's quite dead. Let's work on what we're working on now. Good. She's just gonna land in the Imperial City and start puking up plague worms all over it. That's what I imagine. Or Solitude. Solitude works too. Let's see here. That's a lot of human flesh I just picked up. Elena, you must take all the human flesh. Wow. Okay, that'll do. Give her potions as well. The Thrasin plague wiped out over half of Tamriel's population. It was bad stuffs. It was the bad time. The bad time in Tamriel. You ever thought to yourself, this is gonna be a good day, and then half of your country's population is gone? Yeah, that thing. There was a, there's lore that talks about how Thras was then sunk later, and how it's recently risen, and how the slowed her back. And since they mentioned that Thras has risen again, they've done nothing with that lore. They just said, hey, Thras has risen. These are the most hated creatures in Tamriel, and now they're back. What's my favorite Daedric Lord? Well, Sheogorath, of course. Just because he's the best. Anyway. The thing is that the Slowed don't need boats or anything like that. They're masters of teleportation magic. It's said that every Slowed knows how to teleport. So,
That's close enough.
With that knowledge, you can say, oh, well, that explains why they're never seen except when they're doing, you know, bad shit. Or when they occasionally do, at least in the history books, they did work with people in the past. The thing is that there's very interesting lore that governs how the Slowed act in public. So, and give me a second here. I want to summon Laza of Order again. Laza, oh, King of Leeches! King of Leeches, come forth. There we go. Alright, we got the King of Leeches. And where's Metana again? There's Metana. And then we also need Mary the Dark Maiden. She was supposed to be like one of Mara's avatars, but then not. There we go. A plague-infested version. Yes! See, that's a flying leech. That is a normal leech. And then we got Mary throwing around crazy shit. She can't even get in there. Give it up. Okay. Well, if I had to guess, I'd say Jigalag was taking revenge for what Molag Bal and the others did. But, yes, Metana is a giant flying leech. Okay. There's the King of Leeches. He's right over there. That's amazing. Bioterrorism around Tamriel. New Thrasin plague time. Okay. Swaggin. Thanks for subscribing. Absolute power is freaking out your game. Enemies are flying in a random direction. Oh, it happens all the time. You know what the best part is? If they're low enough health to where electroconvulsions kick in when absolute power does. Because then they go like this. They go... They just go flying all over the place. And it's comedy. It is definitely comedy. Alright. That should just about do it. Yeah. I would say those people need to be our next victims. I mean... Here we go. I mean, people to meet. Yes. Who are you and why?
You keep your distance with that. Take a look.
You keep your distance with that. Take a look. I'm gonna sell all of this, all of that common stuff. Yes. Yeah, these aren't victims after all. They're just people I'm dealing with. As long as they don't freak out and try to kill my, my minions, it's fine. If they freak out and try to kill my minions, they're as good as dead. But in the meantime, we're getting our speechcraft skill up by selling them things. So, works out pretty well. That'll do.
Until next time.
How are some spells not illegal in Skyrim? Well, you know, they are. That's the thing. In the lore, if you're a summoner, you're probably going to get arrested and hanged. Or your head chopped off, or whatever. Like, it's gonna happen to you, because you weren't supposed to be doing those things. Now, in reality, in the game doesn't reflect that, because you can summon Daedra right in front of people. But if you look at the lore, there are people who have been killed for being Daedra summoners. You know, again, like, you can run up with 4 Dremora to a Vigilant of Stendarr and say hi, and they'll be like, those who cavort with the Daedra will be slain. I'm thinking to myself, are you sure about that? Why are we going this way? They're going across that bridge, it looks like. I have no idea what they're doing, but I'm gonna follow him. Necromancy was never illegal in Oblivion. That's a misconception. Necromancy was banned by the Mages Guild, and they were killing people there. So, yeah. The Plague Matron I summoned is just fine. No problem with her. Like, this is just flat out illegal, what I'm doing here. Look at this thing. Wait, that Dremora Lord shot a fireball. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. Oh well. Yes, exactly. Necrophilia had a 500 gold bounty, or penalty, fine, whatever, in Oblivion. You never got to engage in the act, but the they made it a point of order to say, like, oh, is that all? That's nothing compared to how much it was in Morrowind, the lady said. Okay, we're good. You feel like the vigilance attack you no matter what? Yeah. If you piss off the vigilance, then... Oh, that's a Drummond. Gotta kill that Drummond. Oh, it just flew across the river. Okay, well, our best way to deal with this would be to use, whoopsie, Electrosphere. Good. Alright. Draw the blood, harvest the ingredients. We can get all the dragon stuff from a Drummond, which is nice. We need to... As soon as my minions get over here, we'll be fine. Now. Okay. We killed the Drummond. And we should be fine. Neither are Drummonds? What are you talking about? Let's see. Let me go, think it was this one here. There's a very specific one. Yeah, I'm trying to find the file. I had it here. Ah, here we go. Elder Scrolls 1: The Arena. Gotta love these guys from Elder Scrolls 1. Trollololololol. Trollololololol. They were summoned forth by Jaeger Tharn to, you know, kill you. Okay. Okay, we're gonna really quick deal with this. Yep. Continuing here. Jaeger Tharn is best villain. Let's see. Hold on. Let's try this one.
It is obvious.
Ah, yes. Here we go. It is obvious. Still, he's still best villain.
It is obvious, whoever you are, that you are a cunning and worthy foe. Perhaps Rhea chose well, even if it was her last act. I will not insult your intelligence with further digression. My minions soon approach, but I will not consign you to the dark door of death. You have proven your worth. Once you are killed, I will raise you to fight for me as one of my servants. Give him to me now, and I offer you everlasting life.
All right. Okay. Give me a second here. Again, I'm picking particular items to give to him. Right. Exactly. I will not consign you to the dark door of death. I'll raise you as a minion. Good enough. You said he had passion, but he ruled the Empire for 10 years as fake Uriel Septim. Keep that in mind. He replaced the like a good chunk of all the Imperial bodyguards with his minions. You know, Daedra that were, what's it called? that were warped into human form. So, let's see here. I don't think Mankar Cameron would have been able to beat Jaegerthorn. I smell weakness. My minions just killed that Dremora. Killed him good. So yes. Daedra in disguise. Sorry. Okay. Let's go. Anything I haven't done, Skyrim? Plenty. Plenty. Good. I'm going to, for this next part. Yep. One tip to Jaegerthorn, never insult the intelligence of your enemies. Yep. Let's see. Are there enemies here? Yes, there are enemies here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to summon flame spirits. There we go. Oops.
I cannot rest.
Good. She's dead. We defeated the Marauder. Jaegerthorn did not serve Dagon. Jaegerthorn dealt with the Daedra. Mankar Cameron was a servant of Dagon. There's a difference. Jaegerthorn treated the Daedra as people to be dealt with, like higher powers that he could manipulate. Jaegerthorn was never subservient to the Daedra. He used them. Keep that in mind. Okay, I summoned some Auroran Battle Lords to help me here. Yeah, they're behind me there. Should be fine. Give me your coin! That's hilarious. The guy shouted, "Give me your coin!" Oh, right. That was very funny. Yeah, all of this stuff is still looted there. Jaegerthorn didn't take shit from the Daedric princes back in the days, exactly. Trying to rob. Well, these are Daedra. These are Meridia's version of what do you call them? This is Meridia's version of Dremora. They're Auroran soldiers, so. Well, that's in my way. Screw that then, I'm going down here. Yeah, I'll probably do a video on Vigilant eventually. Without using magic, the average Altmer lives between 200 and 400 years. Without, prolonging their life in any way. But we know there are Altmer wizards that are over 2,000 years old. So, what kind of life-extending things they have access to in the Somerset Isles is probably much greater than what they have access to in the rest of Tamriel. Still enemies nearby. Huh. Foos! Oops, didn't mean to foos. I foosed prematurely. Yes. But Daedra and Magna G both come from the same place. They're spirits that looked at what was going on and decided not to take part in the whole creation bullshit. You know, the Daedra didn't have any part of it, whereas the Magna G left before it got too bad. Whereas the Divines had almost all their power taken. So Meridia makes up for her, whatever power of hers got taken, by the fact that she's got, or at least in the past, she had tons of mortals to worship her. I mean, she had an entire race, the Ayleid, pretty much declare her Merid Nula their patron goddess. So it was kind of a big deal. Alright, we're gonna kill this necromancer.
Never should have come.
Oh, you're an arc necromancer. I should have known. Too bad you're gonna die. I sent him away. I sent him to a faraway place. He will never, never get in our way again. Let's go. Oh. Jarl's problem now. Just send her to Dragon's Reach. Oh, my. Wait, is she back? I think she's back. Wait, he's back. Okay, whatever. Hello, Arc Necromancer. You'll end my miserable life. How about this? He's back. I send him to Chilfurrow Farm. You ever get to the Cloud District very often? He comes home, there's a necromancer convulsing there. Yes. Is Jarl Balgruuf as incompetent as people say? Probably not. If Whiterun were as big as it was in the lore, then he probably has a big city-state and he's too busy dealing with it to deal with you, you know, and that's why he comes off as incompetent. You know, he's not dealing with his children properly. He's sneaking away from the, you know, he's sneaking away to the tavern, doing all kinds of stuff that you think is questionable. You know, the reason why that all seems kind of weird, you know, and like if Whiterun were as tiny as it is now, obviously, he's not really governing anything. He's just incompetent.
Back off.
Oh my, this is comedy. Yeah, he got put down. There's that necromancer. Okay. Ooh. Who is my favorite dragon? I don't like any of the dragons in the Elder Scrolls. Not really. I want to say that not the version of Nephali Largus that you actually fight, but the version of him from the Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard cutscene's pretty good. I like how there's just a pack of bandits trying to raid Whiterun and then they notice me. I guess they were raiding the meadery? That's all I can think of, maybe. That does take care of that. Falcor. Let's see, hold on. hold on. Oh, nice. That Auroran soldier is just, beating the crap out of my allies again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That unsummoned him, summoned 4 more. Let me, see here. Hold on. I know there's a specific one. Lou. Thanks for subscribing. Let's see. Let me try to find this thing. You're talking about, here, hold on. I think it was, yes, it was the, no, yeah, that was the sound, from it, but, I'm trying to find the actual one. The final battle. Here we go. This is the final battle. All right, so, when we're talking about dragons.
Now, Elf, pipe us a tune.
Okay, here we go. There we go. I think this is the one.
Oh, my darling. Dead.
I'll crush you both, you filthy crawly.
So how he ends up dying is...
Blade with whom I have lived, blade with whom I now die, serve right and justice one last time, seek one last heart of evil, still one last life of pain.
Yeah. The point is... superheated sword to the heart. There you go. That's best dragon. He died to a knight after the knight made a speech. Yeah, exactly. 1,000 degree sword versus dragon. Exactly. It's true. He superheated the sword with his fire breath, and then the knight just threw the sword at him in his face like that. Yeah, exactly. The speech is most important. Yeah, pretty much. All right, give me a second here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Let's go ahead and bam. Let's continue. Kirkbride is anime. Yes, why not? That was actually sent to me on a Discord private message. Let's see here.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
Metachlorians were a great idea. Yeah, exactly. Rumarn gave me the Sword of Ancient Tongues. Oh, you mean it got disarmed? Oh no, I gave him the Sword of Ancient Tongues. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. If I put it in his inventory, that's not an issue. Sword of Ancient Tongues. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really need it right now. I'm not going shout heavy right at the moment. I'm tending to use, what do you call it, bound sword plus lightning. That's what I'm using right now. And I'm not killing anyone in Whiterun Hold at the moment because I don't want to piss the whole world off, but at the same time, I do need to see if there are any jobs at the moment. To show the note. That'll be there forever. Let's see. Destroyed house, Pillar of Kind's Peace. Don't have to worry about any of that. Let's continue here. Is there a satisfying lore reason as to why it went from being taboo in Daggerfall to commonplace? Well, it never actually became commonplace in Morrowind. If you check, I'm stuck in combat, by the way. It's combat music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. I'm going to restart the game, and I'm going to come back in. What I was going to say before I type QQQ is, as far as magic goes in the Elder Scrolls, you have to understand that summoning has a huge chance of going wrong. And in Morrowind, they actually show that in several quests where summons went wrong. And how, you know, the part of the spell that lets you control the Daedra didn't work and stuff like that. And that's why some of the issues happen, you know, with between the lore and the actual games. You know, the games do not adequately represent the lore. We know that, and so those aspects aren't quote unquote canon, despite being important parts of the story. Because, get this, the story is not important to the game designers. That's the reason. And so people make up a lot of shit and call it lore. Alright. Yeah, summoning Daedra in Daggerfall is a pain in the ass. You can summon lesser Daedra in Morrowind, but then none of the NPCs acknowledge that you did that. And the quest lines in Morrowind say, hey, those people who summoned the Daedra, you know, bad stuff happens to them when they do that. And you scratch your head and go, okay, I guess. You know, but most people don't take those quest lines to heart. They don't realize that if you weren't the special Mary Sue or Marty Stu player, and you didn't have everything handed to you on a silver platter, you'd probably be the first person who died because their Daedra turned on them and stabbed them in the back because the summoning portion of the summoning ritual didn't work properly. But you don't have to worry about that because the game mechanics are simplified. That's why. Again, they don't... Despite the fact they have quests that actually talk about this shit, the player never experiences it. Despite the fact there are NPCs that wield holy powers, we're not talking about restoration, we're talking about divine magics. Okay, despite the fact there are NPCs that use holy power, the player will never have access to that holy power because it's so badly defined. It's a plot device to make certain quests work, and nothing more. And it's unfortunate because they talk about faith and how powerful faith is and how